I'm gonna murder someone. Uh, hmm. Okay. 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 Oh. Alright, I'm just gonna leave this going for a bit. Okay. Copy link. So I guess the permanent link doesn't work anymore? Is that like not a thing? I'm gonna do that. Who else do I care about? Anybody on here? Not really. Okay, let's pop this out. Do that. Cool. Finally. Like an hour after I initially started. That's frustrating. Hopefully, I'll start getting people in here. Um, Here's one thing that I could do. Let's go to Facebook. If I'll speak. How do I Facebook again? I think that's it. Did I remember my password first try? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do it on my phone. So I don't have any participants yet. There we go. Cool. Bunch stuff that doesn't matter. I don't care about any of that. Don't care about the security code. What? Huh? What? What is happening? I have one concurrent viewer. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Um, okay. Just testing things out again. Cool. Um, I do have a pen. Hopefully my dad will pop in here soon. So, topology. Um, Again, apologies for the last stream ending abrupt. I mean, it doesn't really matter. So, I guess. So this stream is obviously going to be posted on YouTube as a video. Um, so I think I'll just wait a little bit longer. Well, actually, what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to say that um, oh, really? Okay. Yeah, my laptop has a touchscreen, which is dope, but also kind of irritating. Because whenever I try and clean up the screen, weird things happen. Like that. I mean, I guess that's cool. If I had the right kind of stylus, I could use my laptop's screen. I want to be able to. There we go. So the title of this video, of the stream of this video, is doing an art study on joint topology. So I guess the first step would be to do a little bit of definitions there. So um, an art study is you are doing one particular facet of your art in order to hone either a particular technique or um, trying to figure out like various shapes or other things of that nature. Um, so in this stream, in this stream, I'm going to be going over the topology for joints. In my announcement video, I showed you guys this. I did that. Um, which, if we go into vertex, no, material, I want to do, okay, so the cylinder, viewport, dis, do, oh God, how do I do this? Texture, brush, control, no, probably have to go into object mode instead. There we go. Viewport display, wireframe. Yeah, because we want to be able to see the wireframe so we can see the geometry. So topology is the description of a surface as on a global scale, um, whereas geometry is talking about the shape itself. So good joint topology equates to good joints, good, yeah, a good joint topology equates to good joint geometry. Um, So these are all things to keep in mind. Da, 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 da. Right. Huh? I have a bunch of people named the same thing. What's going on here? Uh, okay. What? Like three people named basically the same thing. This is irritating. Okay. Um, none of them are online, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Uh, yeah. So the goal of today of this stream is to figure out when to use what kind of topology. So we have a control object, which is our baseline, what we're going to be judging all the other topologies off of, essentially. If I was smart, I would do like a Nurbs cylinder and like shrink wrap this onto it, I think. Um, might end up doing that anyway, just so that we can eliminate a lot of the features that, I'll deal with that later, I guess. Um, yeah. So let's see how we're doing. Have I had two viewers for a second? uh, hopefully anyone who comes in ends up actually saying some stuff. That would be great. That would be lovely. All right. So we have this thing. Now topology is like the way the edges and faces flow, at least in the context of 3D art, right? If I were to hide this, go into collections, and then do a plane, I can go in and there's like basically different, um, there's like three different uh, kinds of vertices that we actually care about when it comes to character modeling. We have ones with um, one, we have ones with uh, we have ones with four edges, we have ones with three edges, and we have ones with five edges. Now, edges are interesting because if we take like if I were to take this and I were to say merge vertices at center, now we have um, a three pole, a tripole. And what's interesting about it is that these tripoles, um, these tripoles, they I like to call them attractors, um, because they attract, because they attract edge flow towards themselves. And also, if you look at it, it kind of looks like a cube, all right? Um, all right. If we look at it, it kind of looks like a cube, right? And because like I could orient this to look more like a cube, like a drawn cube. Like that's even better. A little bit of 3-point perspective for you, you know. Um, and what's interesting is like, oh yeah, this is completely flat by the way. You know, it just looks like a cube. But if I were to drop an edge loop, it goes that way, it goes that way. The edges, the faces are attracted to this vertex right over here. So that's why I call them attractors. Now here, the edge loops don't really change anything. These grids don't do anything. Now, if I were to take this and say separate it, right, and then throw in another edge, another vertex, another face. Now, these are repulsors, okay? These are important to have um, because they repel edge flow away from the vertex in question. So you repulsors, these 5 poles, they open up geometry. The grids maintain geometry, and the tripoles close geometry. Now, these can either be convex or concave. You can have these be convex or concave. It doesn't really matter. The actual the overall geometry doesn't really matter, but the topology is this is negative curvature, this is positive curvature, this is no curvature. If you know anything about geometry, then that's basically the long and short of it. Um, so, if anyone happens to be watching, say in the chat. It doesn't look like anyone's watching. Cool. Just talking to myself here in a live stream. How sad. So these 3 ideologies are really interesting, right? They're important to understand in the context of character modeling. And if you're to get a room with 5 different character modelers and ask each of them how do you make a character model, you're gonna get like 20 different answers, right? There's no real uh, set way of doing it. There's a lot of ways to not do it, and they're also even going to tell you a bunch of different ways of doing the full what uh, Control Z. I want to be in object mode. What? Okay. It's not the full thing. Okay. Can I? Oh, actually, can I just duplicate the collection? I can. Okay, so this is going to be um I'm just gonna keep it like that. No, that's not what I wanted. Okay, so let's just make another copy. Snap it over here. And now let's go in And then what we can do is I'm going to select this, and I'm going to bevel it, and I'm going to do a couple edged loops here. I'm going to make them kind of thin, right? And then I can go back into the armature. All right, I can go back into the armature. I'm going to object mode, select the armature itself, go into pose mode, right? And then I can do this, right? Now, if we take a look at this, right, um, we have we have kind of better deformation, but like it's not perfect. Um, I feel like if we say did this and then scaled those up some, did an edge loop there and an edge loop there, right? We might be able to get uh, better deformation now, right? Because if I do it now, I mean, it's still kind of looks like garbage. Yes. Yeah. When we go in the living room, it's mobile. Okay. Yeah. No one's watching. I'm allowed. I'll probably do some editing and when the video posts. Um, I had someone watching the last time I was streaming, but I had to go take care of something. Yeah, saying it without saying it there, but Yeah. Let's murder everyone's ears for later. Oh god. Hoop doop doop doop. Yeah. Okay. Anyone? No. No one's watching. I love you. No one loves me. Uh, Nobody else loves me at least. Said nobody else loves me at least. Yeah. Hmm. Because I really don't feel like being all scrunched up at the end of the bed anymore. That was irritating. Oh, anyone? Anyone? No. No participants. I had 2 viewers for like a split second. Okay. So, one thing that we could do is say, this, and then yeah. Um, uh, this, and we can scale this down on the z-axis. So now at this point we have more geometry at the back end than we do at the front end, or tighter geometry, right? And then we can drop out, drop in, and go into pose mode. And that kind of looks better. Still kind of really looks like garbage though. Alright. So this does seem like to be a bit of alright. So let's duplicate the whole collection again. Alright. And then GX. Let's move it that way. Some. Right. So how do we do better? Again, I think what I'm going to do is select tab. Select this edge loop, bevel, and I'm going to do that because I think I'm going to need that for this. And then what I'll do is I'll do a bit of a patch. Now you can do non-patches by say separating that, right? And then going into here, and then you can select these, merge at last, select these, merge 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 last. Yeah, and then you can say fill that in, fill that in, fill that in, right? So now we have this kind of geometry here. And then here, what we can do is we can go into pose mode Rx now, and then do that, right? That still doesn't really look all that good. Oh, it would probably help if when in object mode we Control Z. Oh. Okay. Object transform. Uh, all transform. And then I did this Control P with automatic weights. And now if I go into pose mode. Yeah, see? Now if we do that, this looks a lot better. But you still get a lot of crunching back here, right? So I don't like that. So Control A, all transform, and then Control P with the automatic weights. And now pose mode RX. Okay, there we go. Now what we have is now if we take a look at this, right? That really does deform really nicely because it completely crunches down. Like those faces in the back, right? The faces in the back really fully crunch down. Like if I go into here, like these faces right in here, like right in here. Um, let's go to tool placement surface. There we go. That's fun. I love it when my tablet does that. All right. So these faces, all right now, like these faces, like watch how they deform, right? Um, watch how they deform as we crunch them down, right? So they fully crunch down. I mean, obviously there's like a limit to it, and that's really nice. But most artists will tell you that you want to try and avoid having these triangles over here. So there's a few different ways of eliminating that, right? But I think the way that I'm going to do it is if I go back and when oh I went too far. It's frustrating. Nobody loves me. All right, so here we go. Now there are a few different ways. Now, as I said before, um, here we have a 5-pole, right? Also here we have a 5-pole, right? These areas are 5-poles. So if we go in and duplicate this collection again, and then select all those, grab X, G, X, yo, oh, G, X, 1, a 2, 3, 4. All right, I got another one here. Now, if we have this one, right, pop into edit mode again. We do the same thing that I did before by dropping a bunch of these guys in. What I can do here is I can also do another bevel and just do a singular bevel, right? And then I can drop into edge mode. And then I can merge all these guys to the last one, right? And then I can say, let's just do a subdivide here and a subdivide here. And then that way what I can do is I can say merge those two to last and merge these two to last. Now I'm not being very like artistic about this and that this is an art stream, but I am being very precise about this. Right? So I go in here, Control A, all transforms, I select that, Control P, what T? What is the automatic weights? Right? And now we aren't using, I mean, we do have a triangle. We have a triangle right here. And the only way to kind of stop that from happening is if we the only way to stop that from happening is if we say went into here and then said filled those and then filled those. And then inset 0.5. All right, well, let's just do I don't know, something along the lines of, say that much, right? And then I can go into here and say, dissolve these edges, right? So now we have, oh, I accidentally hit all those guys. That's fine. I don't need them anyway. Right. So now, go back into here, go back into pose mode, and then RX. Oh, let's see here. Object mode. Uh, Control A, all transforms, that, Control P with automatic weights. Right? Now we have basically the same kind of deformation, but we're only using quads. Which quads are just generally a lot nicer to deal with than triangles. Let's just go through all the people that I know, huh? I would like someone to actually interact. Wait, what? Diffic. I have confusion. I am incredibly confused. Um, huh. I guess, fuck me, I guess. Cool. Alright. I still don't have anyone else watching. Fun. Alright. So, it's kind of like an inverted patch. Right? So let's take a look at how it deforms in the opposite direction. It also kind of deforms pretty nicely in the opposite direction. Right? But also it doesn't. That looks like garbage. Looks a lot better in this way than it does in that way. Okay. Progress. Um, Alright, so do 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell me that you love me more. All transforms. This way we can have a start. So there's a double diamond kind of thing that a lot of people like to use. Let's go about starting to build it, right? Okay. So if I select that and I bevel it at least once, how does it go again? Because the whole, yeah, let's start. I think that's about how big I want my patch to be. So I'm annotating this. Essentially what I want is there to be like a loop that goes in like this. Well, um, what I want is a loop to go like this and a loop to go like that. So I might not actually have enough geometry to do this properly. Because you also want like another one to do it and like another one to do it. Yeah. So, uh, God damn it, Dad. Fucking. Uh, uh, Fucking everyone there was like whole hella excited, like, yeah, I'll be there. They're not here. God damn it. Um, Watch. Show me the time. Watch. There we go. 13:36. Okay. Oh, hey. Hi. Oh, hey. Hi. There we go. Okay. Okay. Moving on. So if we do that, since I'm not, so since I want that, and I want that, right? Uh, what I can do, wait, is do kind of a really bad variation of this and say that, and then that, and then subdivide that, right? And then split that, do that, and then merge to last, right? And then do the same thing over here, subdivide, switch back, V, merge to last. Wait, I'm not sure if this is going to work properly. Because I feel like... Because this edge is going to go over here. And then loop around. Hit here, and then loop back. Should I have done that over here instead? I don't know. Well, I mean, that's the whole point of doing a study, right? Fill, that's not control Z. Okay, I'm just going to G slide 0.1, G slide 0.00, G slide 0.1, do that. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. I'm just gonna fill these in anyway and just see how this topology works. I don't think this is gonna work too well. Let's just parent with automatic weights, and then do that, and then go into pose mode, and then select that, and then RX. Oh, actually, I mean, it's something. I mean, that pinching is really bad. And I don't have a continuous... I also don't have a continuous center line. So that's really not good. Oh, I might have had might not have enough geometry for this. Which means let's just undo all that. Okay. So let's just do a loop cut here and a loop cut here. All right. And just so that we know that it's supposed to be better. Let's drop it out of object mode. Let's not select anything. Let's cursor to selected. Oh, bollocks. It's fine. Let's do edit mode instead. Let's do X-ray so that we can select that. And then do cursor to selected. Let's Control Z. Let's go into object mode, undo that. Saved it. Okay, cool. Shift A. Let's do a Nurbs Cylinder. Can I do a Nurbs Cylinder? Surface Nurbs Cylinder. The radius is 0.5. Yeah. And then 4. Yeah. So now I have the Nurbs cylinder, and I can go into this cylinder. I can add in a shrink wrap modifier. Oh, crap. Uh, which means I have to make this. Uh, um. How do I make the Nurbs cylinder? How? Hmm. This is the active spline. I have 2 viewers. Say hi in chat. Nurbs to mesh. Oh, that's for Maya. I don't want Maya. I want Blender. And use Alt C. No, I have another. I don't care. Alt C. That's not what. Uh, Alt C. No. How? Uh, mm. Okay. I I have done it. I've done it. Bollocks. How do you do this? This is super useful. Surface, texture spacing, active splines. All these things. Modifier. Do I do cast? Do I do solidify? I mean, I can. And then I can apply. Transform mesh to curve. Transform curve to mesh. Oh boy. I don't need to do that. Let's do Control A. Now, I want to Now I want to now I want to bollocks. What do I do? I've done this. I have done this. This is a thing that I have occurred. I've made this thing a possibility. Object mode. Object. How set to object mode. Object convert to curve. Convert to mesh. Object mode. Object convert to mesh. And then I can say the cylinder has that. I can hide that. And now everything looks fine. Perfect. All right. So enough of that. All out of the way. Jesus Christ. Cheese and rice, man. Cheese and rice. Okay. Yeah, anyone who's watching, feel free to pop in the chat. I do have it open. I have two screens because my tablet is a screen. So, I'm not drawing on the tablet itself though, because reasons. I don't feel like it. No, I don't feel like switching. Okay, so enough flapping and farfing around. Let's go into edit mode. Do that. Do that. Because I feel like I'm going to need that, right? Control Z. I don't need to do what? What? Huh? Oh, it would probably help if I have to be in object mode in order to apply, and then go back into edit mode, and then I can hide that from the viewport display for now. So I want to have a diamond here, and a diamond on this side. And I think another diamond over here. The easy cakes method of doing this is doing a bevel and then doing it that way, but then like collapsing some edges and things like that. Because I want to. Oh wait, no, I want to have. I know for a fact that I want this to be a diamond, right? So I can subdivide that. Can subdivide that. And then I can merge to last, merge to last, fill that in, and that was on. What? Because I want. Huh? Hold on. Oh, uh, 3D modeling. Oh, bloody hell. Hmm. Oh, Zichi. Yeah, I know it hurts a little. You actually know what you're doing. I don't. All right. You should have seen earlier when I was doing the no patch method of animating. It's pretty great. I'm just trying to figure out how to do like the double diamond thing, where you have where you have like the loop that goes this way and then that way, and then you have another one going in and another one going in, you know? Uh, but I can't I can't figure out how to do it. I know you can. I I can do it too. I mean, uh uh like I'm just being an asshole, honestly. They're they're not difficult. It's, XF and then I can, you know, remerge actually remerge these. Oh, I'm just gonna undo it. All right. Um, all right. I can because I can do this bevel. Uh, I can do the bevel here, and then dissolve that edge. Uh, dissolve that edge, and then I can do another one here, and then dissolve those edges. And biff and boom, I have my patch, right? And then I can go into here, merge to last, here, merge to last, here, merge to last, here, merge to last. Biff and boom, Bob's your uncle. Everything's, peachy peachy. Yeah, I mean, a lot of them are meant to reduce polygons. That's the whole point of a lot of joint topology is to because you can always use like shape keys and proper like weight painting in order to um, you know uh, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to dissolve edges. You could do shape keys and weight painting to solve any problem. uh, you know uh, but I don't necessarily want to do all that. Like, and that's the other thing about having these patches is that you want to, not only is it to like reduce the number of polygons, but it is also to make it easier to rig later on. You know, because here my whole goal is how close can I get, right, with just doing, automatic weights, and then, going in here and then going into pose mode, and just see what. Oh, Control P with automatic weights. Why is this not working? What the hell? Oh, I think I know why. Because this... No, it has... What? Uh, I don't understand what is happening. Because my Nurbs surface is doing its job. I don't have any modifiers on the cylinder other than the animation modifier. So why is it not... What is off? Oh. Oh. Okay. There we go. There we go. Alright. So we have that. And then there's a certain point at which this kind of all breaks down, which is right about there. Um, if I wanted to see, this is why I have you in my chat, ZG. Yeah, this is why I have you on here. Shrink wrap. The shrink wrap should be before that, and then I'll make that the surface. And then hopefully, hopefully. Ah, it does work. Oh, it's so cool. It's so cool. Um, because what I want to do is say go into edit mode, go into here. No, go into edit mode here. And then I want to actually I want to select these verts. And yeah, technically it would be a lot better if I just used a... There we go. And then use that shrink wrap modifier on it. And then, oh, actually, I want to not use those. I only want to do these. Alright, is that what I want to do? Do I not even want those? and only do these? Huh, interesting. Yeah, so I could do this. Um, maybe do these ones as well. Yeah, right. So I can really fine tune these, right? And this way, when I go back into object mode and pose mode, yeah, see that looks a lot better. Um, I mean, you've also been doing Blender longer than anyone else that I know, so well, okay. It's not entirely true. I've been doing Blender for a long ass time. Do you remember back in the day when Blender was entirely operated by gestures? Like, that was a thing that existed. Oh, God, those days sucked. Um, how do I undo a pose? That's how I undo a pose. Yeah, those are some fun times. Let's do object mode, edit mode. No, let's just. That's one thing that I really don't like about Blender is the fact that you have to be in object mode in order to apply the shrink wrap modifier. Z? Yeah. Um, let's do that. Oh, that's kind of garbage. Let's just do that. Alright. Something along these lines. I don't know. Just kind of a way to distribute the verts a little bit nicer, I guess. This super stretching poly is also really garbage, but yeah, yeah, that's about back in the day when they were doing that whole stupid garbage because I used 2008, 2008, 2009, somewhere in there. Just a little bit though, not very much. The fact that it was all gesture based kind of really threw me off. I didn't really want to do more into it because that was garbage. It was so bad. It was so bad. So this is some topology. Um, it's interesting. Let's catch you up a little bit. Speed. Yeah, because I have these. Why can't I? Oh, it helps if I turn them all on. Yeah, so this is actually something that I did a little bit earlier, which is showing off the difference between like the tripoles, the normal stuff, and like these five poles, and how they like tripoles close off geometry and they're like attractors. They attract the edge flow and face flow. Um, and then these guys are repulsors. They repel the edge flow, the face flow, and they open up geometry. And then these just maintain it. So these are kind of some interesting features to keep in mind. So like if we have all that in mind and we go back to our latest abomination over here, um, we notice that we have some, right? We notice that we have right, we have some tripoles around here. We have a tripole here, closing off the geometry. And then we have like a 5-pole here, a 5-pole here that's like opening up the geometry. We have another 3-pole over here. So that's, no, actually that's a 5-pole. Yeah, that's opening up the geometry more. Um, you know, so that's something that's kind of interesting. And then if we were to say, um, and this is kind of interesting because this is very similar geometry that and topology that you'd see if you were like and like this is like a grid pole, a null pole, I guess. I don't fucking know what I want to call it. um, but like these don't really do anything. They just maintain the the geometry, the topology. Whereas these, you know, like these guys over here are, expanding the geometry. Um, and I think it's kind of interesting because like I also had what was it? Was it the last one, I think? Yeah, this one over here where we have just instead of having a crease in the back here, we have we just have a face. And like that collapses like really 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 cool. Like the way that collapses is really interesting. So if I pop back out into object mode and then pop back into pose mode, like if we watch how this collapses that, like that back there looks really good. You know what I mean? Like that is really cool topology right there. Like the way that that just kind of shutters down into itself is really neat. I kind of love it. Um, and like that's something that I want to put in more of my joints. Like not necessarily like in the elbows, like maybe in the knee, but really the ankle area, this would be perfect for. Um, Something like at least the rear facing topology there would be perfect for that. And then this side, I really don't like that. Uh, oh, that's that. Right. And then here, it's the the backside kind of looks like shit. I'm not gonna lie. Um, all right. Like the backside kind of looks like shit. But if we were to say throw on a subsurf, right? Um, if we were to do like a where the fuck is the subsurf? Where's the subdivide surface? Where's the subdivide surface? There's the subdivide surface. Um, let's just do 2 levels of that, and then shade smooth, right? Um, and then, well, I'm just gonna leave it like that, right? Because I already applied that one, that previous one. So now if I do it like that part back there, Like that part back there looks pretty good. But like that, the outer portion of that joint looks really nice. For the most part. Like there's a few artifacts that I think I could probably clean up with like another using the Nurbs on it. Oh, I'm gonna have to take a look at that. I'm also an experimental asshole. Just saying. So, like, a lot of the stuff I love to, um, I really like. Okay, yeah, no, this looks really dope. Damn, it goes back far. That's cool. Um, Dope. I'm gonna bookmark that. That's bookmarked. Thanks. Um, like I really like the idea of experimenting. Like experimentation is pretty key. Um, if my dad was here, which, hey dad, you should watch my stream. But anyway, like a lot of these things are really interesting things, and yes, obviously, if I could very easily do some like weight painting and things like that, but I really want to nail down because like it's a lot easier to get good weight paints if you can start off with just automatic weights, basically. Like if you're starting with automatic weights and they're looking, pretty damn good with just bog standard stock, you know, weight paints, then you know, automatic weighting, then your weight painting is going to be a billion times easier when you're doing, your rig. Um, so that's one of the main reasons why I wanted to. Oh, God, this whole thing is kind of a pain in the ass because where is all my crap? Like, I never know where any of my shit is. Right. Okay, that's better. Right, now here's kind of interesting too when it goes backwards, when it goes towards the joint cap is a little bit interesting. Um, let's do 0. Oh, well, that's the 3D cursor. Item. Good thing I know how to do quaternions. I really love quaternions, by the way. But for the sake of ease, I'm just gonna do XYZ Euler because I know other people don't really know how to wrap their brains around a four-dimensional imaginary number, but I'm a crazy person who hates himself. Yay. Um, yeah, I could make this a lot better by doing slightly different things. And like obviously you could go in and you can sculpt that out, make it look nicer, but for the most part, that's not a bad way to start, right? Um, so go back into wireframe mode. So that's how that looks. Oh, now let's see if I can figure out how to. Let's see if I can figure out how to do this. So, all right, I'm gonna do the easier case first. I'm just gonna put it over here. I don't really care. Minus 24. Because I'm a jerk. Oh, that's actually minus 20. Yeah. Oh, Control Z. GX. Hey, yo. There we go. GX. What just happened? Control Z. Yo. G. X. There we go. Good God. Alright. Ah, blarf. Cool. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Sorry I couldn't get a better stream going up like an hour early, but things happened. Alright. Is there anyone else in here? No. I still have two people. Cool. Um. Cool. So I guess now the next step would be to test out. I'm gonna have to look up a reference for that because this is gonna be crazy. No, yeah! Hell yeah! What? What is that? Oh, that's so cool. Oh yeah, there's the easy peasy lemon squeezy one. If you don't care about having that. Oh dear lordy Lou, Pixar. Holy crap sacks. Oh yeah, he has a lot of wrinkles. God, they have a lot of collapsing. They have so much crap. That is dope. Oh, that's gonna be a nightmare. Okay. Oh, this is so cool. I don't like how that works. Oh, hey, furry. Dope. Um, hmm. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. That was such hot garbage. That's gonna be strange. How do I... So, I'm gonna have to create a bunch of polls there. Alright, let's just go back to this. In edit mode. Okay. Select this, Control B, and then do two more like that. Alright. So let's do about, say, that much. And then I can do uh I don't know, like that much. And then I can also inset that again by like that much, right? And now this is also interesting. And this is interesting because let's go back into here because I don't want to have to do that Nurbs bullshit again. All right, so I can do another surface Nurbs cylinder. 0, radius 0.5, yeah, and then the scale is 4, and then I can do object, convert to mesh, all right, and then I can hide that, and I can make this cylinder. Actually, this surface, I'm going to call it 0.004. I'm going to call the surface nothing, right? And the reason being is that I want to effectively have everything be the same name, kind of thing. Except I didn't do that, so I don't know how this is going to work. I just want similar names to be applied. So I have that. Let's do that. Okay. So in the joint, let's add a surface cylinder, 0.5, negative 20. All right. And then go into the transform, do 4. And then I can go to object, and then convert to mesh, right? And then I can hide that in here. I can go into here, add modifier, shrink wrap, move the shrink wrap above the armature. And then the cylinder, the surface 004. Oh, actually, 005. What? Surface 005. Go back into here. Yeah. That is interesting because, oh yeah, because that's going to bulge out more. Fascinating. That's actually kind of cool. So this is kind of cool because it helps maintain proper geometry. So if I go into object mode, select pose mode, select RX. It helps if I Control P with automatic weights. Helps if I do that. Okay. Now I can do that. And then I can go into pose mode and do that, right? So now this is kind of really cool. Right? And then if I do go into here and go into object mode, and I add another subdivide, and I do another two, right, that maintains really good deformation. Right, that maintains really good deformation. And that looks really nice. You can have these concentric circles. You can get away with only doing one of these, but having multiple helps sometimes, like depending. But like that's nice. This is what Pixar uses a lot in their knees, apparently. I don't get it, but you know, it is what it is. All right. And then we have this. Now, if you really want to, you can do matte cap, and do super shiny, and this will highlight errors in your geometry really easily. Um, Doing a matte cap of high gloss is really nice for these kinds of things. So we know that that is a knee. It's a really nice knee too. All right, so that's cool. Duplicate collection. Okay. Um, what? Yeah. GX minus 24. Okay. So we have the matte cap. Yay. We have this. Yay. We have this. Yay. Now let's take a look at the abomination that is a Pixar elbow. Oh, this is going to be difficult to do properly. I feel like it's going to be a lot of futzing around too. Because we need to make a 5 pole and this is all with quads, and this other one has a bunch of triangles. Oh, that's a lot of triangles. Why so many triangles? I don't think I'm going to be doing that. Oh boy. How long have I been streaming for? Hour and 45 minutes. Cool. Um, so Z picks our elbow. Oh, dear God. Let's see. Hmm. All right. Hmm. Yeah. Here's that. Okay. How in God's name? Because I need to split that whole thing. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need at least 6. I'm gonna go with 7. Just to maintain a center line. And then I need to... Oh... Split. This is gonna be a pain in the ass. Um... And getting them all even is really gonna be terrible. But let's do edit mode. Okay, let's do this. Let's do 7 cuts. And I don't actually need a whole hell of a lot more than that. Okay, so if I subdivide those, merge to last, merge to last. Alright, because I can do a lot of like really clever shit here. Oh, actually, um, yeah, because I want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3. The middle 3. these. Uh, um, okay. Um, okay. Subdivide. Subdivide. Yes. Uh, so, because I want to split these three this way. Oh, and then I can go into active element. 0.5. Okay. Shrink 0.5. Shrink 0.5. Shrink 0.05. Okay, then I do F. F. Wait, why is that there? Oh, that's why that's there. Um, uh, that's fine. I can just do X, Y. Yeah, I can just do that. Shrink 0.05. Do that there. Alright, then I want to connect those two, make 3 subdivisions. Connect those two. Connect those two. Make 3 subdivisions. And then I can fill that, fill that, fill that, fill that, fill, fill. Alright. And one more. Shrink wrap. Move that up here. Surface at 1. Make that all nice and parity. And then a subsurf modifier. And then crank that up. Can also do that. Because if I do the subsurf modifier before the shrink wrap will shrink wrap it down to the surface. If I do it after, then it'll shrink wrap the verts and then do it. So it really does depend on how you want it to go. Things to keep in mind. And now, we do, oh, it would also help if I did object mode parent with automatic weights. Control Z. It would also help if I did all transforms and then I parent it with automatic weights. And now this looks really nice. Especially if I do a shade smooth. Now, this one's supposed to have some really nice deformation. Like, it's supposed to have like some crazy cool deformation. But it does not seem like I'm getting it. Okay. Well, I think that's gonna be all I'm gonna do for today. I don't know, might do some more tomorrow or some shit. I don't fucking know. We'll see how everything turns out. I'm starting to hurt and other shit. So, yeah. Um, at some point I'll edit out all this shit and upload it to YouTube or something. But until then, I will see you guys another time. Kind of hope to do this more often, so we'll see.